and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. For new viewers, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you found me here, and hopefully if you enjoyed the reading today, you'll decide to maybe subscribe, give the video a like. I would love that, and it really does help the channel. For returning viewers, welcome back, and thank you for sticking with me and being very, very patient. What was supposed to be a few weeks off of recording turned into much longer than that, but I am back, and this reading will be the overview for 2023 for all of the signs. So I'll be pulling 12 cards, one card for each month of the year, and then at the end I will do a spread focusing on the month of January. So this is the 2023 yearly overview for all of the signs, plus the first half of January. I would just also like to wish each and every one of you a 2023 full of prosperity, wonderful things, and as always, much peace, love, and light. So stick around and I'll be right back with your reading. Hi, Cancer. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. So, Spirit, what are the messages for Cancer for 2023? What does Cancer need to know? Messages for Cancer for 2023. And Cancer, I will pick one card for each month of the year, and then at the end, do a sort of a mini spread just for the month of January. So it'll be 2023 overview plus January. Okay. All right. You start off January with the High Priestess. Oh, she hasn't come out for any of the signs this for the yearly. So I love that. And, you know, the High Priestess is, she's associated with your sign. So I love that even more. It's you just showing up, right, very strongly here in your own energy. So January, the High Priestess. February, the Nine of Coins. March, the Ace of Coins. Wow. April, the Two of Cups. I'm loving this already, Cancer. May, the Ace of Wands. Two aces. Where am I? April, May, June, the King of Swords. July, Major Arcana number 15, the Devil. August, the Knight of Swords. September, the Two of Swords. October, the Seven of Wands. November, the Four of Cups. And December, the Queen of Coins. So that's the Queen of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the year, the Page of Swords. So you have a lot of air energy here, actually, Cancer. I mean, especially in the months here, we have, what was this again? So June, August, September. These 3 months, it's all air energy, plus this overall energy of the Page of Swords. So, you know, the Page of Swords, the Suit of Swords, it's air energy. And so it has to do with communication. It's also, you know, it's the suit of the mind, so cerebral energy. So it's our thoughts, and then how we get those thoughts across to other people. Now, pages usually bring in news. So this is news coming in quite quickly, right? So it could be a year of, you know, of quite a bit of news coming in that you're dealing with. Could also be a person when we have court cards, and you do have a couple of court cards showing up here in the spread. If so, this would typically be a younger air sign individual, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, male or female, right? And not gender specific in these general readings. Could be a child, So a child, your own child, or just a younger, more immature air sign individual. On the, on the cautionary side, I would say that with the Page of Swords, sometimes this card shows up when there are people like keeping tabs on you, so sort of stalking you online, trying to find out information about you, that type of thing, and then providing it to somebody else. So kind of this go-between, or like that type of energy. But in general, it has to do with news, right? So we'll leave that there for now, and then see how it ties in with the rest of the year. So starting off with the High Priestess, I mean, she is, she's the spiritual major arcana, right? The High Priestess, the Hierophant, they are these spiritual figures, also the Hermit, but and she, she taps into, she sort of sits between the spiritual realm and the material realm, right? And she holds the key to the knowledge of the spiritual realm, and she guides us through our own intuition, right, to tap into the mysteries of the spiritual realm. And we can do this through listening to our intuition. This can be through dreams, right? She's also associated with the moon, so like, dreams might be a good month for you to keep a dream journal. Write down, any messages that you receive, like through your dreams, but also other messages like signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers, so angel numbers, right? It might just pay attention to those, pay attention to what you're thinking when you hear that repeating song on, you hear it on the radio, and then you get in your car and turn it on and it comes on again, or you're in a store and it comes on again, that type of thing. It happens, well, it happens all the time, right? Basically, I can say it happens all the time to me, but like yesterday I was thinking a particular word. It just came out of nowhere, and then I turned to the left, and like the same word was part of a street address, like a street sign, like right where next to me where I was parked at the traffic light. So, that type of thing. What was I thinking at the time? So pay attention to those types of synchronicities. But definitely, a sort of more spiritual beginning to the year for you. Now, the month of February has you, in a very good position, financially speaking. February and March, right? Because you have the 9 of Coins in February, which is it's like the bachelorette or bachelor card, where you are very self-reliant. You don't need anybody, right? You work hard. You have the type of life that you have sort of envisioned for yourself. You have money in the bank. You have the job, your career that you enjoy. So it's a very strong, stable, financial, material wealth type of energy. And then in March, you have this it can either be a new job coming in, can be a new way for you to make money. Ace of Coins can also be like a lump sum of money, like a windfall coming in. So might be a good month for you to play the lottery, right? Winning like a lump sum of money. But there's two very strong material sort of finance months in the months of February and March. Now, April and May look like they're going to be not really focused on career or business, but more to do with love, relationships, passion, excitement. Now, the 2 of Cups here that shows up for April, I mean, it could be like a partnership. I mean, the 2 of Cups, it's soulmate energy, right? It's the minor arcana version of the Lovers. But obviously, soulmates can show up in our lives as romantic partners, as business partners, as friends, as colleagues, right? They're just, they're people that we have entered, or souls we have entered into a soul contract with, right? And when we incarnate into this lifetime, we come together to teach, each other lessons, to learn from each other. So it's part of our soul contract. So, but there's this very loving relationship starting up. And then you have this Ace of Wands in the month right after it, which, this can be It can also represent a new job, right? This Ace of Wands. But it can also be like in a relationship, it can be a very passionate, the beginning phases of a relationship. So you're both very, kind of can't keep your hands off each other. It's that type of very fiery energy. The Ace of Wands can also be, well, it's also like your own drive and ambition and determination. So this can just be how you're feeling towards this new relationship, right? Just feeling very passionate and excited about it. It can relate. If we have the two aces here, so Ace of Coins and Ace of Wands. If it's going back to this job, right, the job offer, it could be a job that brings you both, the financial, kind of what you're looking for financially speaking, but also, it ignites that passion, that drive, your creative side, because Wands is also creativity, right? So it can also be related to that. So it's, a job that not just brings money in, but also, you really enjoy, you're really excited and passionate about it, but could be a relationship as well. Obviously, with so many people watching, it's not going to be the same for everybody, right? So different options here. As we move into the summer, you have, some interesting energies here. So this would be January, February, March, April, May. So June, July, August, September. So really summer, as you head into the autumn, you might be getting some type of advice or counsel. We have the King of Swords, right? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Two of Swords, and then we have the Devil in the middle. So Knight of Swords sometimes shows up when you are seeking counsel, and this can be in like legal counsel. This can be, sometimes he shows up as a lawyer, can be a judge. It could also be like seeking advice. So seeking advice from like a doctor. So some type of professional giving you counsel or advice. Could be an older air sign individual that you're dealing with. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, male or female. But he is usually, he's a fair individual. He's good with his words. He does give this advice. So you could be, seeking this advice, or it could be you taking on the energy of this King of Swords, right? And giving advice, or, using your words wisely in this month. But the Devil's showing up. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. It's associated with the sign of Capricorn, but it's also related to attachment. And too much, interestingly enough, because we were talking here about all of the, the plus on the finance side, but it can have to do with imbalance and excess, and like when material excess. So, and that can be, in any number of areas. This can be in a relationship. It can have to do with, toxicity, like a toxic relationship connection to another person. It can have to do with excess in terms of spending. So having, a spending addiction or a gambling addiction. It can be a sexual addiction, and we did have that back here as well. Can be a drug addiction, a drinking addiction, an eating addiction. So, anything in excess. So there's a need for balance would be the cautionary message here, right, with the Capricorn, with the Devil coming out. And then we have more air energy. This Knight of Swords is very fast-paced energy. So it's, news coming in quickly, taking action quickly. Again, could be a person, right, with this Knight being a Knight of Swords. But it's very fast-paced. So something rushing in, news coming in quickly, or an offer that's, you have to act quickly. But then there's a stop, so you have this fast-paced energy with the Knight, and then immediately following in the next month, you have the Two of Swords, which is oftentimes referred to as like, it's the stalemate card. It's very stagnant energy. You can see that she's in this very defensive pose, right, with the swords crossed across her chest. She's blindfolded, and it represents needing to make a decision, but, not having all of the information that you need in order to make the decision, or thinking that, for whatever reason, you're incapable of making a decision. And it's interesting because behind her, I mean, we have the dark clouds representing an uncertainty, and there is the moon there. So going back to the high priestess, right? Intuition. I mean, intuition is going to be important. So you might, need to rely on your intuition in order to make this decision. But then as you head into the last 3 months of the year, we have Seven of Wands, Four of Cups, and Queen of Coins. So Seven of Wands can be, it's you defending yourself, defending your point of view. Sometimes this shows up when, if you've made a decision and you've decided to, start up your own business or move to a completely different place, and your family says, well, why on earth would you want to do that? So it's having to defend yourself, defend your point of view. It can also, like in a relationship reading, if you are, maybe you're dating someone of the same sex and your family doesn't approve or doesn't understand, and so you're having to sort of defend yourself against that. They don't understand why. Maybe they weren't aware of your sexuality or something along those lines. It's having to defend yourself. And then, the Four of Cups, it's feeling bored or apathetic about something. You can see that she's kind of in this she has a daydreamy look in her eyes, and there's this Holy Grail, the Ace of Chalices, just floating around. But she's not even paying attention to that, right? Usually the Four of Cups will have, like the 3 cups there, and then the 1, which represents like the Holy Grail. And for whatever reason, she's bored with what she has. She can't. It's like a wish-washy type of energy. So, it's like, what is it that you truly want? What is it that is going to bring you happiness? And I feel that you might be questioning that a bit in November, but by December, I mean, look, we have the Queen of Coins or Pentacles. She is the Earth Mother. She's, could be dealing with an older Earth sign individual, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and we did have Capricorn down here with the Devil. But, she's very resourceful, knows how to make money, how to hold on to money, even when times, or if they are tight, which for her isn't, usually an issue, but, she's resourceful. So she makes the most of what she does have. Very loving, loves taking care of her family, her home as the Queen of Coins. She's very much about, like physical acts of kindness, of taking care of others. So you could be dealing with that person. You could be taking on the energy of the Queen of Coins. But overall, I mean, she's very financially stable. So it looks like you're heading into the new year in a very, very strong, I mean, you start the year with the 9 of Coins. Well, you start with the High Priestess, but I'm saying February, March time. Start with the 9, and then you end as the Queen. So there's a big leveling up as you move through the year. So, it's a year for leveling up as far as your career goes, your finances, and then, a very passionate relationship coming in possibly, right? And then the High Priestess in January, there's a definite need for you to tap into and explore your spirituality. So let's go ahead and get some additional messages. Oops, my battery looks like it's running a bit low, but I should be fine to finish here. So additional messages for January. So what else does Cancer need to know? Additional messages for the month of January. Messages for Cancer. Okay, we'll do one last shuffle. And this will be sort of clarifying the High Priestess. Okay, so you have the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. I'll pull one more. You have the Ace of Wands. That's a repeater card. And you have, bottom of the deck, the 8 of Swords. So yeah, there's really a need to get out of your mind. I mean, this Eight of Swords, it's you're feeling trapped. You can see that the woman, I mean, she's surrounded by swords, she's blindfolded, and so it's thinking that there's no way out of a situation, not being able to see your way out, feeling trapped. And if this is to do with, it looks like it's more to do with finances, relationship, finances or your career. But she could easily, I mean, she could fit through the swords, right? There's enough space in between them that she could easily fit through. She could remove the blindfold. And it's in your mind. It's the Suit of Swords. It's cerebral energy. So don't allow yourself. And again, the key for the month of January is going to be intuition, tapping into your intuition, spirituality. That's what's going to help get you out of this Eight of Swords mentality. And it's going to bring you this Ace of Swords, which is the clarity that you need, that you're wishing for. So Seven of Pentacles, it's taking stock of, feeling good about what you've achieved so far as your finances and career go, but taking stock and then saying, okay, what is going to get me from the Seven all the way to the Queen of Pentacles by the end of the year? What do I need to do? And then taking those steps, right? You have the Ace of Swords, which is like that epiphany, that aha moment. All of a sudden, lightning strikes and it's like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do. That's where I need to go. Don't get into this lack mentality. Don't allow yourself to fall into this Five of Pentacles, which is, feeling out in the cold, not having enough financially speaking, or with the Eight of Swords, again, this cold, like there's this cold, she's in this cold environment, she's stuck, can't get out. No, don't allow yourself, because you have a clarity of mind coming in. You have this Ace of Wands, so the new job offer. You have all of these wonderful things coming in. I feel that you need to focus on, right, your intuition. Allow yourself to be guided by your intuition. That's what's going to get you through this first month and, any other challenge that comes up throughout the year for you. But overall, I would say it looks like an amazing year. So I do hope that the messages have helped you, Cancer. Thank you for joining me today. Look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful 2023. Bye for now.